Hiya! Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Clem from Clem Trail Vlog. I'm now on Yarra Trail on Yarra Road in West Melbourne. Now I'm heading to Moonee Creek at the border of West Melbourne and Docklands. Today I'm going to ride on the Capital City Trail, which is a loop trail runs along the inner suburb of Melbourne. I will be there shortly. See you later. Alright, now I am at the location of the eastern end of Yarra Trail. Now the location I am is also one part of the Capital City Trail. You can look on the floor, it's there, so it's a loop. So I will come back from that direction later. So now I'm going to start riding by clockwise direction. Let's go! Costco of Docklands. First Costco in Australia. So you can see CBD just at the front. Docklands is a suburb just next to CBD. So this Capital City Trail is roughly 30 kilometers, running along the inner suburb next to Melbourne CBD. So Melbourne Stadium on my left. This is the second biggest stadium in Victoria. I did mention a few times in my video, this part of the Capital City Trail is one of my favorite trails because it's actually mentioned cyclists, pedestrian. So it actually helps to avoid the possibility of conflict between pedestrian and cyclists. So there's a public toilet here if you need to go toilet. So this bridge is called Wharf Bridge. Wharf Bridge is a rebuilt bridge based on a former railway line, the Wharf railway line. So that's used to run from in between Docklands, Southern Cross stations, and Wharf Dock. Okay, I just crossed Yara River. So now I'm on the other side of the river, which is now located in South Wharf. So now I am at South Wharf Promenade. So this section of the path is a bit more crowded, so try to control your speed. Just look after people around. There's a lot of restaurants facing the river. So this is Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre, and this is a heritage ship, Hollywood site. And because today is Friday, so the situation of the crowd is still quite ideal, not that busy. If you come on weekends, especially around like afternoon, it will get crowded because at the front will be the Crown Casino. Now I'm crossing Crown Casino on my right. sure you make use of your bell. So it's under King Street. Okay, you see more crowd at the front now. So have to be very careful on this section of the path. So now I'm riding on Sandridge Bridge. Sandridge Bridge is a heritage bridge, just this one on the left. It used to be part of the Sandridge Railway line, aka Port Melbourne line. The red and orange building is the Flinders Street Station, another heritage building in Melbourne. This is one of the entrances of Flinders Street Station. So now I'm crossing under Princess Bridge, aka the St Kilda Road. So Princess Walk, Yara Mall. The location, a small park, reserve as well, the walkway in recognition of the local Aboriginal. This area used to be used for hosting Melbourne Olympic in 1950s. So look at all these are the sensors for tollway. So once you cross under it, it will detect your sensor from your touchless, what you call the e-tag, and deduct your money for using the tollway. Or else if you don't have, the camera will capture your number plate and send you a taxi invoice. So there's another public toilet. And this location, behind the wall, is the old stadium that has been demolished. This one used to be the hosting stadium for Melbourne Olympics. Being demolished now, just left an open field. And the one on the left is the Amy Park, one of the latest operating stadium in Victoria. So by the way, this section of Capital City Trail, also known as Main Yarra Trail because they're sharing the same path. Main Yarra Trail is a trail that actually runs along Yarra River. This is a heritage bridge as well. So this is the first time I ride on this side of the trail. Like I mentioned on the last video, usually the trail next to the, runs along a creek or river. Most possibility there will be a both side. So for the past few times I was riding on the other side, the trail on the other side of the river bank, which is there on South Yarra side. So this is my first approach to ride on this northern bank of the Yarra River, which is a bit surprisingly good experience because this is the first time I was riding on the Yarra River for a long period and quite near to the surface of the river. So now I'm under the road, so this is actually a good spot for you to take a break if you want to avoid the heat and the wetness of the rain. So this is the intersection of Capital City Trail and Gardiner Creek Trail. Turn right, go on the bridge, you reach Gardiner Creek Trail. So this section you have to be careful because this is Melbourne Girls College. They have activities for longboard. Sometimes they just bring out a board and crossing here down to the river for practice. So just slow down. So I believe this is the bridge road. There's a hotel here since I live in this area for a long time. So apart from jogging and cycling, this is a good path for hiking as well. We're crossing under Victoria Street Bridge. Okay, so now I'm at higher ground of Capital City Trail. You can see the whole Richmond from this angle. So now I'm going downhill, relax a bit. pathway turn into staircase. So I have to carry my bike down the stairs. Hopefully I'm not in the wrong position. Just in case, remember my number, CCT033. Okay, I'm going to take a break here and change my GoPro battery as well. Hopefully there's no stick here. Okay, finish my break now. Let's get going. Continue. Oh, I remember this path. This is the Calling Farm. Children Farm. Riverside view. You feel graffiti here. It's a mirror, not graffiti. So now I'm still on Capital City Trail, but I left main Yarra Trail, and this section is actually part of Merri Creek Trail. Merri Path. So I'm now in Merri Creek Trail. So Merri Creek is a tribute creek for Yarra River as well. So that's why you can see just now the creek actually joined into Yarra River. Look on Merri Creek. So after you cross the Russell station, riding on here, from this path, it's still Capital City Trail, but this path also belongs to Inner Circle Railway Line Trail. It's also a former railway line that has been demolished. Later on, you still can see a few railway track remains on the road. So this path used to be railway line. You will see a railway track at the front. Once I try to cross the road. So that's the railway track, which they try to leave it there. The track that used to be part of. So at the front there's a bike shop. So touch wood, if you have any damage on your bike, that's the place for you to have some help. You have a good one? Okay, crossing Lygon Street. So there's a building at the front on the left hand side. That's the former railway station, North Carlton Railway Station. Still standing, but not operating. Now used as a community house. Princess Park on my left. On my right hand side, you can see some railway tracks. That's the outfield railway track. So the former inner railway line join this outfield railway line. So that's the western end of the inner circle railway line. So that's the Melbourne Zoo on my left. So officially Inner Circle Railway Trail ends here. Now I'm continuing as Capital City Trail and upfield bike path, crossing the railway line and then now crossing the tram line, turning left here back to Capital City Trail. So along the way, you can actually see there's a lot of cyclists riding on this Capital City Trail. So you can imagine how popular is this trail. Going uphill. So from now on, this point, it will be all going downhill. So best section for you to regain your breath and energy. So talk about Mount Alexander Road. There's one part of the history of booming Melbourne booming, because Mount Alexander Road is a main northern pathway for gold diggers during gold rush to connect between Melbourne and Bendigo goldfields and surrounding goldfields. So because of that, a lot of hotels, shops start opening along the Mount Alexander Road. I'm crossing Mount Alexander Road. Turn right here, sharp turn, so slow down. Going down again, and then you have to sharp turn left as well. So this is Flemington Station. Okay, so Moonee Creek Trail, this session is good for some reason because it's always under the bridge. So to avoid the heat, if you do follow watching my video, you usually will find out that I will ride through a lot of train station. One of the main reason is as risk management, because sometimes I like to ride somewhere far in case I got dehydrated or I lost my energy, I can't continue anymore, or my bike broken down or punctured tires. Then train station is an alternative rescue solution for me to go home if I give up on that particular ride. I'm reaching Dockland very soon, not far. Very low, quite close to the surface of the creek. Okay, this is Dinner Road, crossing Dinner Road. A lot of cyclists here. The starting point of my Capital City Trail Explore. So I'm going to do a short summary. 30 kilometers roughly, quite easy, majority flat, majority concrete. Didn't really met gravel. The only hazard is always the crowded area, especially during South Bank, South Wharf, all these non-official Capital City Trail session, and unexpected surprise, the staircase session. So, yep. So roughly took me 2 hours to complete the whole loop to reach back here. So I would suggest this is a good bike path, good experience. I love the session that actually after the South Bank, actually right on at the bottom of the city link, and next to not only next to, it's above the river, so close to the river surface, which is fantastic. I love it. Okay, so I just start from there, also at the front. So I will end my video here. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. If you love my video, of course, please click like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, don't hesitate, just leave a comment for me so that I can improve myself. I'll see you next time. I'm Clem from Clem Travel Vlog.